So today in medicine we'll be talking about lab tests. And so we've been talking about strokes. So over here we got stroke. And we've seen what happens, facial drooping, and have hemorrhagic now. And we've talked also about the CTI and the angiography. And so now we're going to see lab tests. So we have the CBC test, not this one, CBC test, which is complete blood count. And so we have a certain amount of white blood cells. So here, white blood cells, red blood cells. I guess this is hemoglobin. And here we have platelets, I think. And we have, okay. And if you have too many red blood cells, that can lead to or bad things. Or also if you have too less, like you have little platelets, that also is bad. It's easier for you to get a clot, for example, and that can lead to a hemorrhagic stroke, high blood pressure, right? They also, we have a few proteins. We have clot proteins that come from the liver. Now, lipoproteins have these clotting factors over here, like IL-6 and others. We also have clot protein that comes from the heart, and if it gets out of the heart, it can lead to serious damage, and that's what happens. And we have blood clots. Also, we would have the next test is, so you have two little platelets, that's thrombocytopenia, and if you have too much red blood cells, that's called polycythemia. And the next test, the electrolyte test, which are some salts that you need in order to continue living. And we have electrolytes in Gatorade, for example. Now we drink that to get back the electrolytes. And so Na, sodium, and we have hyponatremia, is when you have too much sodium. And you also know how much sugar you have on the blood, that can lead to stroke. Also, we have a few proteins that can have stroke-like effects, so we gotta know if it is or it ain't. They also look for CMB to see if there can be a clot. Like if you have too much clot, that's bad. And if you have too little clot, it's also bad. Hemorrhagic stroke, high blood pressure can help with it. We have troponin T, troponin L, I think, and CKMB that help in the coagulation. Coagulation. The coagulation. And yeah. They also do tox screen to see if you got any drugs or alcohol. That's what they do in the breathing toxicity test. And they do that because too much alcohol can lead to stroke like symptoms, and so they can rule out intoxication.